Good day, students! Today we will going to learn another tutorial video on how to create a simple game with the use of JavaScript and CSS animation. I don't know if you know the game Subway Surfer, wherein you need to escape or not be hidden or not be blocked by the following obstacles that you are going to pass as you run. So for that one, we are going to create a game just like the Subway Surfer, but with the use of blocks and with the use of JavaScript operators. So this is the example of our game. All we have to do is do a refresh and okay. So again, let's do a refresh. Okay, so for this game, all we have to do is to click the right and the left button. And every time or every blocks that you pass is equivalent to a point. Okay, so all you have to do is to not be hidden by the blocks. Okay, so I passed 19 blocks, so my score is 19 points. So for this one, are you now ready with your Notepad++? Okay, so let's begin. So for our coding here, again, we will have 3 files. The first one is our HTML file. The second one is our CSS file, and the third one is our script file. Okay, so we have only 3 files. So before anything else, you need first to save these 3 files in one folder. In my case, I created a folder entitled Game2 since this one is already our second game. Okay, so I'm not going to code again. I'll just going to show to you the codes that I use in creating this game. So let's start with our HTML. So we have here for our HTML, it's just very simple. We have here the link for our CSS, the link for our JavaScript, and some div. Okay, so for our div, this one is the div for our game. The div for left, wherein if I'm going to click the left button, this is what we're going to function. We have here the div ID for right, wherein if I'm going to click the right button, this is the one that will function. We have also the block. The block here signifies the block 1. The character is the red one, and the white here are just the background. Okay, so you can pause the video so that you can copy the codes, or to make it sure, I'm going to post the codes in our discussion. So all you have to do is to copy the code and paste that one in our Notepad++, or in your Notepad++. So done with our HTML. Now let's proceed with our CSS. For our CSS, I started with the padding, the margin, the gain. So for the game, we have the 300px, the height, the border, the margin, and the box sizing, since we need to have a box for our game. So the next thing that I did is that I created a character. This one is the red one. So I have the width, which is 100px, the height, which is 100px, the background color, which is red, the position, which is relative, the top and the left for the positioning of our character. We have also the white, the background part, where you have here the top, the Z index, which is 100, the position, which is absolute, the width, which is 100px, the height is 130px, and we have also the color, the background color, which is color white. By the way, I forgot to put this here. Okay, next is for our block, or the black obstacles that we need to avoid. The size for the width is 100, the height is still 100, the top position is 500px, color of course is block, position is relative, animation is infinite. Okay, the next thing that I did is that I put some animation. Okay, this animation is for my block, wherein it is going to slide 0% and 100% top, negative 100 top 500px. I also edited how it go to the left. and how it will go to the right. For the width, we have 50%. Position is absolute. The height is 500 px. We have also the right, which is left 500%. So we're done now with our CSS. Again, the coding that I have here for our CSS will be posted below in order for you to copy it in our activity or in your activity. The last one that we have is the coding that we will do for our JavaScript. That is under our script file. So we have here the document that add event listener down, key down event. We have here the condition if we put an arrow key. So if we're going to click the arrow left, it will move left. And if we're going to click the arrow right for our keyboard, it will move to the right. We have also, I also put a function for the movement of our character. So this is the function. If I want to put the movement for my character to move to the left, this is the %. Okay. And this is the function in order for my character to move to the right. Okay, so I'll just going to scroll it here so that you can see everything. Again, you may pause the video so that you can see my coding clearly. Next, I have put a counter. The counter here is for our score. So for our counter, it starts to 0. And then after that one, I put, okay, math floor or math random for the score that I'm going to get for this game. Okay, so after that one, the next thing that I did is that the coding we're in, every time that the character will hit the block, it will give us an alert. Okay, wherein the game is over and the score will be based on the counter that we have. Okay, so counter is up to 100. So it means to say the highest score that you will get for this one is only 100 points. Okay, so this is the function for our set interval. Okay, so again, all of the codes will be posted in our comment section so that you may also work or you may improve the game that we have created. Okay, so let's play. And let's see how many points will I get. Okay, so again, the codes that we have learned for today is still a subject for change. You may improve this game, you may add something, you may put some background color, anything that you want. You can do that one as you submit your activity for today. Okay, so that's it. I hope you've learned new things for our lesson. See you again in our next website development tutorial.